Hey everybody, I am going to show you such an easy eye look today. You're not going to believe it. It only uses two different eyeshadow products and of course a liner, but basically two eyeshadows that I'm using to get this look, and it's super easy. It's just a matter of blending kind of like a monochromatic look. We're using a light shimmery sort of pinky shade. Then we transition into a burgundy color that's also sort of metallic and shimmery, and then a plum, and it all kind of fuses together to give you this really pretty mauve look on your eyes. Very easy to duplicate. I hope you enjoy this tutorial and keep on watching. I'm just applying a primer to my lid first. What I have on here now is the new Coastal Scents Shadow Worx eyeshadow primer. This is a new product. I'm going to be reviewing it shortly, but it does have shimmer in it, so keep that in mind. Next, I'm using the Baked Eyeshadow Duo from Hard Candy in Secret Rendezvous. It's kind of a light shimmery metallic pink and then a burgundy shade that's also got some shimmer to it. I'm going to use my SS239 eyeshadow brush from Sigma and just pack some of that shadow on and get the light shade all over the inner part of the lid. Next, flip your shadow brush over, go to the darker shade in the duo, get some of that on your brush and just pat that on the outer part of the lid. You can see the two blend really easily. I'm just kind of overlapping that lighter shade just to blend the two. You can kind of flip your brush over and do what you need to do to buff those two together. And then kind of start pulling that deeper shade up into the crease using this shadow brush sort of like a wedge. See how I'm kind of pulling that up into the crease. Next, you want to grab a brush that you can really get into your crease with. Any small crease brush is fine, or out of the Sigma Premium Kit, the SS226. See how it kind of comes to a point there? That kind of a brush, even though it's a little larger, will be useful as well because it allows you to get right in the crease. So take a deeper plum shade. I'm going to use Sketch by MAC. You can see it's kind of a I believe it's a satin shade, yeah, or a velvet shade. So it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, but overall kind of a plummy, almost brownish toned plum. And get a little bit of that right on the tip of your brush, and I'm going to look down into a mirror and just sort of start applying that to deepen the crease. I'm going to go all throughout the whole crease from right about in here all the way to the other side. If you want a more dramatic eye, then you can take it up just a little bit. Instead of concentrating it in the crease, start to bring it up and kind of overlap where you put that more metallic maroon color from Hard Candy, and you'll get a really, really pretty effect there. Next, take a fluffy brush. I'm going to use my SS224. You can see it's not pointed like the other one we just used was. I'm going to use the deeper shade in my Hard Candy Duo here and just buff that over the top. It's going to create a really seamless fade, basically, of all these shades. And then take the lighter shade with that same brush, going to the lighter color, and take that right under your brow. You're going to get a really pretty warm look here. Multiple shades of mauve. It really comes together nice. Next, I'm going to line all across my lash line with my Maybelline Define-a-Line eyeliner. I'm using it in Ebony Black. It's kind of a softer liner, so it's really, really simple to go all the way across your lash line here. So I'm just going to go from the very corner and carry it all the way over. Now, as I get to the outer edge, you can see I'm thickening it just a little bit and going just slightly off of my natural lash line, and that's so I can make a good connection here at the lower liner. So just kind of connect it there and draw just a little bit of a line on the lower lash line. Just go in a little bit, and then we are going to use the handy smudge tip on the other end of this, and this is really going to allow you to get a nice kind of somewhat smoky effect on your liner. Next, take a liner brush and Sketch from MAC again with the plum shade, and we're just going to use that to top off this liner. Since it is cream based, we want to go over this and make sure it's going to have ultimate staying power. So it's not going to change really the appearance very much of this liner, but it is going to help the staying power go underneath as well. And then we're going to take a pencil type brush like the SS219, as you can see, very small. Dip that point down into the sketch and just kind of go all the way under the lash line. Next, if you want, you can take your liner and line your waterline. I am going to do that with this look. So just kind of gently pull down and allow that access to your waterline there and go all the way to the inner corner and out. Another nice finishing touch is just taking a light shimmery shade, just like the same light shade in the Hard Candy Duo, with a very small brush, and just kind of dot that right here in the corner, just to light your eyes up a little. Alright guys, here is the finished look. For my mascara, I just applied my Almay One Coat Nourishing Mascara Triple Effect. This is a really great mascara, but just a tip for applying it. If you look at the brush, you can see that there are like longer bristles on one end and then super short bristles on the other. I would recommend doing the lengthening step first, which is the longer bristles. So like apply that and then just turn the brush. You don't have to go back in for more product, but just turn the brush and then apply the thickening side, and you get basically all the effects of that. And plus it's kind of like a curling mascara as well. It kind of holds a curl pretty nicely. So I also applied like one coat of that on the bottom to give sort of a fringy, smoky look that we were going for. But it's a different kind of like smoky type of eye, just because we're incorporating, instead of any blacks or browns, we're using sort of plums and mauves, which I think is really pretty. On my lips, what I've got there is one of the Coastal Scents lip liners, and this shade is Mauve. Take the cap off to show you here. Yeah, basically this is kind of like a muted pink or neutral. It's like a neutral, think of a neutral color, just with a little bit of pinky rose thrown in, and that's what you get with a mauve shade. So I have swatches of all these Coastal Scents liners on my blog if you're interested in that. But after I put that on, I wanted to top it with a gloss. Used one of my all-time favorites, which is from Jordana, and it is the Pretty Shine Lip Gloss in Lovely. As you can see, the logo has completely worn off on mine, but it's pretty, it's shimmery, goes great with this mauve liner. Other stuff on my face today, I used the NYC Blushable Cream Stick. I used the one in Wild Berry, so it's the kind of like bright pink. I applied it right here, you know, on the outer apples of my cheeks, and then I topped it off with a Hard Candy Baked Blush in Living Doll. So that's a really, you know, shimmery pink shade. So I think it plays off of this look really well. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. This was a really quick and easy tutorial, and something that looks great for every day, but can transition you into a night look very easily as well. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.